Yo, Wagwan, hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're going to be talking about accountability, which is something that everyone loves, to deal with. I'm being sarcastic. If you don't know, I'm Jay Cartere from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better at YouTube marketing, online business, and music. And yeah, I want to talk about accountability, because it's so very important. But we're not just going to be talking about, just accountability in general. I want to talk about a concept that I've seen two main different sides of. Now, you've probably heard about this before online, that if you put out your goals, you put out what you're trying to achieve in the public light, and you put it out in public, then you're more likely to achieve those goals. Or maybe you've heard something like this from someone talking about goal setting or achieving things, or just trying to get to a certain place in life. And let me move the camera a little bit, because I want to rule of thirds if you don't know. But yeah, basically there's two big schools of thought on this. There's one school of thought that says you should reveal your goals to the public. You should do that. Wait, shit, is my headphones on? Okay, my headphones were on, but the audio's not messed up, so I'm just gonna, piece these videos together. So basically, two main schools of thought. There's the one school of thought that says you should put your ideas out there, you should put what you're trying to achieve out there, put your plans out there, because that will then put you under pressure, because now people have seen that you're trying to achieve this stuff, and if you don't achieve it, then you're gonna look like a waste man, basically. So in order to not be embarrassed, you're more likely to continue through and achieve those goals. And there's another school of thought that says you should tell no one about your goals. No one, not even your friends, not your family, not anyone around you. You should tell no one. Basically, because, people will doubt you, and they'll be like, oh, you can't do that, all that sort of stuff. So, I understand that. And you should just focus on achieving these goals. That's what you should do. You should take like 6 months, go straight monk mode, don't do anything fun or anything like that. Don't waste no time. Just focus straight on achieving these goals and, becoming better at what you're trying to become better at. Now, which do I believe in? I personally believe that you should make your goals public. I believe in that because I understand the fear behind it, behind putting out your goal and letting everyone see what's going on and then not achieving that, innit? But again, these should be goals that you can control, not something like, I want to get 10,000 followers, 10,000 subscribers, whatever, or 50,000 sales, blah, blah, blah. That's not something you can control. That's something that may happen, may not happen. You can try to put some work into that direction, but you can't control it. Something you can control is like, I'm going to make 50 videos. I'm going to make 100 videos. I'm going to get good at production by making, 50 beats this year or this month, or 50 beats a year isn't that great. You should do more than that. But you know what I'm saying, innit? You need to be setting goals that you actually control, that so you can put the work in and you can be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and you can control it. It's not a matter of you might not achieve it because some other circumstances occurred. But you want to create goals and put out goals that if you don't achieve it, it's on you. Yeah, it's on you being a lazy bum. It's on you not getting stuff done. It's on you not meeting deadlines. That is the position that you want to be in. And if you create a position like that, I believe you'll be more accountable. You'll be more accountable because you don't want to face the public. People don't like public embarrassment and humiliation and stuff. That's why you'll see, most people do not chase failure. Most people don't, they try and stay away from failure. They try and stay away from any point, anything that may help make them suffer embarrassment or public humiliation. because it's not nice and no one wants to deal with that. So that's why most people don't succeed, because they're scared of failure. And you need to fail in order to succeed. You need to get over the public embarrassment and all that sort of stuff, and you need to realize that that doesn't matter. Like, who cares if people who you don't care about or like are laughing at you, when in a few years you're gonna be successful and show them that they were stupid. Like, that's how I think, innit? But I understand that most people don't think like that. Most people are thinking about, what other people think. And I'm not like, let me not lie. Like, I think about public embarrassment too. Like, I'm not trying to do stuff purposely to make me look super silly and purposely to put me in compromising situations or to humiliate myself. So it's not even like, I just don't care about what people think, but I don't care, because I don't value most people's opinions. If you're a stranger and you're not someone who's paying my bills or anything like that, I know the value of your opinion. I know where it should be prioritized in my life, innit? I'm not giving strangers a bunch of control over my emotions, because that's just not healthy. So I do believe in putting out your goals, because I believe that pressure from strangers on the internet, maybe from some people that will make you move more in line with what you're saying you're going to do. But it's a little bit different, because I am a man of my word, innit? When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. There's a lot of people who aren't like that and who don't take that as seriously and who don't really care about that sort of stuff. So those people might not get the same motivation from saying that they're going to do something and then having to follow through. When I say I'm going to do something, I got to follow through, because I said that I'm going to do it, and I'm a man of my word. I want to be seen as a man of my word consistently. So anytime I say that I'm going to do something, I get it done. So that's why I believe in it, basically. I think I'm going around in circles now. But the other side of the spectrum, I kind of understand it, although I don't agree with it whatsoever. Because I think that puts you in a position to just give up and no one knows about it. Because that's what most people do. They try something, it gets hard, they give up. And no one knows that they actually ever started on it. And now they can just continue with their lives without anyone being like, well, wasn't you doing something? And then, they just keep it moving. So it's just like it never happened. And I think that's playing it too safe. I think that's way too safe of a position to give yourself, because then you might just be like, nah, I'm not going to do this anymore, and just keep it moving. And then it's like it never happened. You don't really feel any big accountability towards it. You don't really feel like, oh, damn, I need to do this, otherwise people are going to think I'm a waste man because I said I was going to do it, or anything like that. You don't have any pressure. And it's just, you either do it or you don't. And I think most people need a bunch of pressure, because most people just aren't willing to do the hard work that it takes. Because however much hard work you think it's going to take for you to get to where you want to get to, if it's like a self-employment type thing, whatever field it is, if you're self-employed and you're trying to build a business, you're trying to build something for yourself, you're trying to be successful, you're trying to build something epic, it's going to take way more work than you could ever imagine. The amount of work that you think it is, times it by 10, and you're still not there. When people get to that point where they're seeing all the work, or where they've done some work and they're basically not getting any great results, that's generally where people drop out. And I think having that public embarrassment, that humiliation just on your shoulder, like a little chip on your shoulder, reminding you that that's a possible thing, is more likely to push you through that than you being in a dungeon doing your own thing and, not telling anyone about it. But I do get that. I get why someone would suggest doing that, but I think that type of behavior, that type of path is only reserved for the most self-motivated, self-disciplined people who are willing to do the work. And most people are not there. Most people are not there. They have to get there eventually. And I think putting out your goals publicly and just sticking to things because you don't want to look like a waste man is a great way to get there eventually. Because once you start seeing results, then you start realizing that consistent hard work generally leads to results, isn't it? Like, if you keep on doing something, eventually you learn how to do it, you get good at it, and you keep it moving in. You'll learn that, and you'll realize that you can achieve anything you want to achieve. The biggest thing that keeps people from achieving stuff is not knowing if it's possible, or not thinking that it's possible, because where most of us are taught that things aren't possible. Like when you're young, when you're like 3 or whatever, people are like, oh, you can grow up and be whatever you want to be. And then when you're like 13 or I don't know, 14, 15, 16, they're like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to go college and get a job? What, you want to do that? You can't do that. That ain't going to make you any money. You got to go do that. You got to do something. You got to get a real job. You got to get a real job. A real job that makes you miserable. So, yeah. So it's hard. It's hard. I get it. You're fed a lot of this BS. You don't have someone saying, yo, well, some people do. And if you do, then you're very lucky. Generally, you don't have someone saying, yo, you can chase this and make it happen because it's just possible. Like, I didn't know most of the stuff that I'm doing now is possible. And I think that's where most people come from. They just don't know it's possible. That's why most people don't chase all the opportunities that I see out here, because they just don't know. So that's what I believe my kind of job is, to bring the opportunities to you and let you know things that are possible and kind of teach you how to do them as well. But yeah, most people they're just not going to do the work, innit? It's not going to do the work. So it's better if I put that in a paid course, because, you know, if I put it out for free, people will see it and they just won't act on it. So if people pay for it, then they're more likely to act on it and actually change their lives. But that's besides the point. I want to know your thoughts on this, because I really want to understand if you think that just going full monk mode and being focused on your goal or whatever and trying to cut everyone else away from that and not telling anyone about it, if you think that's a good idea. And if you do think that's a good idea, please let me know why in the comment section down below. If you've got any other thoughts on this subject, please let me know in the comment section down below as well. And I just want to let you know, if you didn't know, you can get involved in my free course. Join my free course. Link is in the description. It'll teach you the 5 most important steps to YouTube success. This is how you actually build a business on YouTube, how you actually make money in your sleep instead of being on that YouTube hamster wheel, chasing views, chasing AdSense, crying when demonetization comes out. Like, this is how you build a successful long-term channel, innit? This is how I'm able to get up and do what I want for a living. So definitely go and sign up to that free course. And you'll also be put on my email list, where I'm sending out daily emails, dropping gems, sharing stories, giving you the insight that you need to get to where you want to be. That's the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.